afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4, the musical chairs edition. I'm back.
You're back. I didn't know if you would come back. You had such a great trip.
I had a great time. We were on a cruise, but yeah, I had a great time. Thanks for helping out.
Oh, thanks for having me.
It's a little adjustment, but we'll get there.
Well, and you can show the viewers a slideshow of your trip. I'm sure that.
Well, it's on the Facebook. They can look
okay. Yeah, it looked great, and welcome back.
Thank you. We had a great time. So now, topping our news today, pack your patience if you're looking to get a COVID test. We spotted long lines at a test site in Dane County where the Omicron variant cases jumped significantly.
The president is calling for calm, but significant action to tackle the Omicron challenge. We'll detail his COVID response plans following a speech to the nation this afternoon.
Plus, rapid at-home tests are rapidly disappearing from shelves, so where can you find one? Let's take a look outside on this Tuesday. Sun came out for a little bit. That always helps.
Another calm day.
Yeah.
This might feel cold to you, though.
This is, well, it's chilly, but I like it. I like this. I like the change of seasons.
Okay, yeah.
I think your body needs that. And we're still searching for Christmas snow. Dana's on the backyard with the crystal ball.
I'm working on it. I believe the tradition, Mark, is to bring vacation weather back with you, and it just doesn't feel like I'm on a cruise right now.
67 degrees here last week?
No, well, last week, but not right now, not currently on the patio. We have a live look over Madison. It's a little cloudy outside, pretty gray outside right now. We don't have any snow on the ground throughout southern Wisconsin. That snowpack just non-existent for us currently. It's cold enough to be there for us. In fact, temperatures right now sitting in the upper 20s. It's also a little breezy. Wind speeds have been in the mid to low teens for us today. So that puts our wind chill in the upper teens. So, you know, it wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for the wind. We have light flurries mainly towards the Green Bay area right now. And as we look ahead to the next few days, a mostly dry stretch expected actually until we get to Christmas Eve. So not expecting much of a chance for anything other than possibly some flurries swirling around over the next few days. Christmas Eve itself, we're leaning more towards rain chances, unfortunately, because of the temperature trend. We'll see how long that rain sticks with us in just a few minutes. Right now on our traffic map, westbound on the Beltline, no delays. Eastbound, we're seeing a stretch going from John Nolan almost all the way back to 151. Downtown Janesville, nice and smooth. And for the interstate north and southbound in Rock County, no delays. From the Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie, 18 minutes for us this evening. It feels like December. We're just, again, waiting for a little bit of the snow on the ground to come through for us, guys.
It could be nice, a little snow for Christmas.
Just a little bit. Not a lot. I'm not trying to ruin anybody's travel, but a little bit.
All right, we'll check back, Dana. Thank you.
Thanks, Dana. A first step forward, the number of cases of the Omicron variant has exploded in Dane County.
Just 5 days ago, 3 cases were identified. Charlotte Celeste has today's startling figures. Charlotte.
So that number of Omicron variant cases today stands at 150. And officials say they expect that number to rise quickly. And concern about COVID and upcoming holidays was reflected by the number of people wanting to get tested. At Fitchburg Family Pharmacy today, dozens of people waited and waited in the drive-through lines, at one point going down the street and circling around the block.
This is also a bad time to have a COVID surge. People are traveling right now. People are visiting family for Christmas.
Having said that, she recommends if you are gathering with others for the holiday, test yourself beforehand. Stay home if you're sick, even if symptoms are mild. Keep gathering small, and please be extra vigilant around people 65 years and older and those with any type of health conditions. Now, we may sound like a broken record, but health officials continue to suggest everyone get vaccinated and boosted to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Mark?
Good advice, Charlotte. Thank you. President Joe Biden says the government plans to deliver 500 million free COVID-19 tests to Americans.
He also wants to increase support for hospitals and expand the availability of vaccines to confront a winter surge of coronavirus cases driven by the fast-spreading Omicron variant. Natalie Brand has more details from the White House.
President Biden is encouraging Americans to take necessary precautions as the Omicron variant threatens holiday plans.
We all want this to be over, but we're still in it. And this is a critical moment. We also have more tools than we ever had before.
The president announced he's ordered the military to have medical personnel ready to help hospitals overrun with new cases.
That's 1,000 military doctors, nurses, and medics. We've already started moving medical teams. They've already landed in Wisconsin and Indiana this week.
The government is also expanding its vaccination program to include additional pop-up locations, and it's expanding its testing program by adding federal testing sites and purchasing 500 million at-home rapid tests to send to Americans for free starting in January.
We'll be getting these tests to Americans for free, and we'll have websites where you can get them delivered to your home.
The administration's health experts say testing and wearing masks around strangers are ways to protect yourself, with travel and family gatherings ramping up this week. The experts say loved ones can get together safely if everyone is vaccinated and boosted.
You're going to be reading about breakthrough infections because this virus is extremely good at transmitting from person to person. But vaccination and boosting clearly is the answer to protecting yourself.
Data from the CDC shows that unvaccinated individuals are 8 times more likely to be hospitalized and 14 times more likely to die from COVID-19. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
And those COVID tests haven't been easy to come by. Whether it's an at-home test or a PCR test, you'll still have to travel to get your hands on one. Pharmacies across the state are feeling the strain as well, plagued by supply chain issues and inconsistent prices, not to mention constant phone calls from concerned customers. Pharmacists are hoping President Biden's new plan will make them more accessible.
We're trying to take care of shots, trying to take care of PCR tests, and the phone calls bog us down so much that it's really a challenge to even get those done.
Test prices vary by location, and you can find one locally between $15 and $20.
The mask mandate in Dane County now extends until February 1st, and County Executive Joe Parisi says we could be in for a rough couple of months. In an interview with News 3 Now, Parisi says everyone is facing the same challenge right now.
The mask mandate won't go on forever. It's been a long time, boy, but the virus is calling the shots right now and not us. Right now, we're heading for some very challenging times, and we need to all come together to do everything we can as individuals and a community to stem the flow of Omicron.
And another starting Green Bay Packers has been put on the team's reserve COVID list. Wide receiver Marquez Valdez-Scantling is the second Packers on the list. Defensive lineman Kenny Clark missed Sunday's game against the Ravens. Valdez-Scantling had a season-high 5 catches for 98 yards, including 1 touchdown in the Packer win over the Baltimore Ravens this past Sunday. The Packers' next game is Christmas afternoon.
The state of Wisconsin is giving away $27 million in grants to small businesses and venues to help them recover from the pandemic. The federal money is for tourism and entertainment. Governor Evers was in Belmont in Grant County this morning, presenting a $200,000 check to the Belmont Convention Center to expand its online footprint. $200,000 to the old feed mill there to expand outdoor dining and to help them catch up on losses, and another $200,000 to Sugarland Events to help the company pay down some of its debt to make infrastructure improvements.
Not only the issue about our economy as a state, but it's also part of our culture, and that is really important. So I'm very glad to be here in Belmont today, and be glad to answer any questions.
Evers says many of the other grant recipients around the state are wedding venues, concerts, community centers, and caterers.
A Madison man is being charged in the July murder of a Madison woman whose body wasn't found until months later. 56-year-old Greg Rather is charged with first-degree reckless homicide and another of other charges. The complaint alleges that Rather killed 55-year-old Patricia McConnell on July 22nd at a Far East Side home where they lived, but her body wasn't found until September 16th, that is, when her daughter called police to check on her. Rather initially told police he had nothing to do with her death, but the criminal complaint said police listened into jail calls between Rather and his current girlfriend where they discussed alibis to tell police.
Millions of children who might not have had any gifts under the tree will be getting a toy or two this holiday season thanks to Toys for Tots. The U.S. Marine Corps Reserve runs a 74-year-old charity. Secretary of State Antony Blinken praised Toys for Tots at a State Department event today. Each holiday season, the charity distributes about 18 million toys to 7 million children in need. 8 truckloads of toys are headed to communities devastated by tornadoes from earlier this month.
I think the program says a lot about the character of the Marines. You're some of the toughest people in the world. You also have huge, huge hearts.
And the Toys for Tots Foundation doesn't just work around the holiday season. It distributes between 1 and 2 million toys and books to COVID-affected families in the spring and summer as well.
If you're out and about this evening and see a Salvation Army kettle, think about donating a little bit. An anonymous donor heard the Salvation Army had only met 40% of its goal and pledged to match up to $20,000 in donations given today. The Salvation Army hopes this match will help reach its $525,000 goal.
Every dollar that goes into the kettle stays here in Dane County, and it impacts so many different services like emergency shelter and housing programs, our community center programming. So it's really cool to see that whether you're giving really big or even something minimal, it all helps.
The Salvation Army is still looking for volunteers as well to staff Red Kettle donation sites. Well, still to come at 4, we'll meet another recipient of an Amy Award.
That's an award given to those who embody the work and spirit of entrepreneur Amy Gannon. We'll meet the latest winner when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, Live at 4.
Stoughton Health has 3 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have clinics in Oregon, Stoughton, and McFarland with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need, and we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Women are living longer than ever before with Kisqali when taken with an aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant in postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus an aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
It's time to spread game. The Harlem Globetrotters are coming with an all-new tour. 4 quarters of big plays, ankle-breaking moves, and ball-handling wizardry. Do they dunk? Do they dunk? See the stars rattle the rim in the all-new in-game dunk contest. This is the team everyone can cheer for. The Spread Game Tour is coming. Don't miss the Globetrotters playing in Madison on January 2nd. Go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com.
This year, don't just get ready, get holiday ready. And the only place to start is at your local Ford dealer. Get the Ford SUV that's perfect for your family's holiday traditions. Ford Explorer, Escape, or Bronco Sport with our best offers of the season. Inventory is arriving daily, so see your Ford dealer today and get holiday ready. Now get a Ford Edge with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,500 bonus cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
If a nurse is what you want to be, let Herzing University make it possible in lots of different ways. Whether you're planning to become a nurse for the first time or take your nursing career to the next level, Herzing offers learning options and a choice of nursing pathways, all with personal care and support. We'll even waive your enrollment fee. Be exactly the nurse you want to be.
I'm possible at Herzing. I'm possible at Herzing.
I'm possible at Herzing.
I'm possible at Herzing. Call or click today.
The acid reflux felt like just the worst burning in your throat that you can imagine. It's almost like a fire in your throat. The LINX procedure was one of the best decisions I've made. It has changed my life, and the burning is gone.
Welcome back. The cream cheese shortage continues into this holiday weekend.
It's always something. Well, that is forcing some restaurants to get creative. A combination of labor and supply chain issues are causing a shortage of cream cheese, and that's forcing bagel shop owners to look for it in grocery stores, which can be a challenge. Sometimes there's plenty available, and other times, well, the shelves are bare. Kraft Heinz, which makes Philadelphia cream cheese, ran a promotion last weekend actually suggesting alternative holiday desserts for people who can't find the product. The company even offered a $20 reimbursement to 18,000 customers.
Consumers are going to have to be patient with the sporadic shortages that they might be seeing for different products.
Cornell University professor Christopher Wolf says it's going to be well into 2022 before the supply chain issues will be resolved.
Well, also on the hard-to-find list, candy canes. For more than a century, Hammond's Candies in Denver has twisted and packed up the classic Christmas treat for tiny gift shops and massive grocers alike. It's the largest wholesale supplier of U.S. handmade candy canes, but they've had to turn away business this year. Staffing is an issue. The company's 250-person crew is down to 100.
Not only was it hard to hire them, you know, the wages have kept creeping up as well. And so it's been really competitive out on the marketplace just with the lack of labor force. And so it's been a little bit of a bottleneck for us.
And to compound production issues, there's a global sugar shortage, and some sugar suppliers have limited sales to food manufacturers. Sugar prices are also at a decade high. I have a cousin, Candy Cane.
Oh, is she coming to the family Christmas?
Actually, her name. Let's see here. Stocks closed at ended higher after a 3-day drop. The Dow Industrials added 560 points, closing at 35,492. The Nasdaq gained 360 points, or almost 2.5%, and the S&P 500 was up 81. We continue our look today at 4 Madison women who have been named winners of the first annual Amy's.
An award given to those who embody the work and spirit of entrepreneur Amy Gannon. Amy and her 13-year-old daughter Jocelyn died in a helicopter crash while on vacation in Hawaii 2 years ago. But Amy's legacy lives on. Each of the winners commemorates the type of person Amy Gannon was and the work she wanted to accomplish. Well, today Susan Simon introduces us to the woman who is named as the strategist of the group.
Rebecca Stevens used her own challenging life experiences and strategic skill set to lift up and support startup business owners.
Behind the walls of some of the oldest buildings in Madison lie some of the newest innovations. At Commonwealth Development's business incubator on South Baldwin Street, young companies like Lily Forest Designs and The Baked Lab Custom Wedding Cakes rent affordable commercial space on the Isthmus, which is very hard to find. Rebecca Stevens was the business development manager here, following in Amy's footsteps by giving entrepreneurs a hand up. What was it specifically about your interaction with Amy that inspired you?
Just the way she was able to hear your idea, hear that you're scared out of your mind, and just kind of calm you down a little bit and get you to start thinking it through. She had a term called terra-thrilling, like terrifying and thrilling at the same time.
Well, the woman who nominated you, Megan Diaz-Ricks, now the communications director here at Commonwealth, she said, Rebecca is excellent at identifying the thing people don't see. So you see people. You see the potential in people.
Yeah, I mean, I do see people. So hearing it, it's hard to kind of hear compliments sometimes. It's stuff that just should be something that we all do. This is Lev Apparel.
Lev Apparel?
For those that are underrepresented in general, they're not seen. And if they are seen, they're looked at as being in the way and not as a potential partner or someone that you could potentially work with and help grow. They're seen as a burden.
You were given the Strategist Award, which I think they might have called the Survivor Award for you. You've been through a lot of struggle, a lot of things that could have broken your spirit. And not only did you survive, but you've thrived. And people can draw a lot of inspiration from that. When you were 33, right, you lost your job and you were evicted from your apartment and your car was repossessed, all within a couple of months.
Yes.
Tell me about that period of your life.
It was rough. I'd never been in a situation like that before. I, have a degree from Marquette University and pretty smart, and I've always never had an issue finding a job ever. So I lost that job and thought I could easily find another one, but it wasn't the case. I was unemployed for 6 months, and during that process, can't afford to pay some things. So rent got to the point where I ended up getting evicted, and then I ended up moving to Madison with my sister, and had just found a job, started working it, and I came outside from that job, and my car was gone.
How did you get through it?
Prayer, to be honest. I mean, a lot of people kind of don't like to bring religion into a lot of things, but that's honestly the only way I was able to get through it.
When it rains, it pours. Just when you think you get through that horrible period, in 2019, you went through a very difficult season of loss. You held your friend's hand as she took her last breath, which, if there's a higher honor, I don't know what it is. Then you lost your dad, and you lost another friend who was like an aunt to you, and then you lost your best friend to suicide. Rebecca, how did that experience change you?
It made me really look at life and value it all the way, value all the relationships, all of the friendships, just value life, and really live it every single day, not take any moment for granted.
And she hasn't.
No.
Rebecca has since been competitively recruited to become a talent supply chain consultant at Kelly Services, where she helps secure talent for a variety of companies.
Now, the death of her friend inspired Rebecca to write a children's book about sharing and navigating emotions, especially for children of color.
Well-deserved an award for her.
Yeah.
Rebecca and the other Amy winners will be showcased in a News 3 special presentation, Reaching Higher, the Amy's, Christmas Day at 6 p.m.
Yeah, you will not want to miss that.
Well, you still looking for that perfect holiday meal? Don't touch that dial.
Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council has a couple of great recipes for you to try when Live at 4 continues.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas patch reported reductions in pain severity, using less or a lot less oral pain medicines, and improved quality of life. That's why we recommend Salonpas. It's good medicine.
Hey guys.
Hey Dad.
You ready?
This holiday, US Cellular is doing a little something extra to keep everyone connected. Right now, choose any phone from any brand at any of our stores for free. Plus, save big with unlimited data for our best price of the season, just $30 a month. Now that's a deal to cheer about. Feel the locally grown joy from US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
There's been much debate about the Mona Lisa smile. Would it have been bigger and brighter if she'd had good dental care? Maybe if Physicians Mutual Insurance Company had been around back then, it'd be a different story. She could have gone to the dentist more, knowing she'd have help paying the bills. And those regular checkups might have found early signs of tooth decay or gum disease, costly problems that could keep anyone from smiling. Physicians Mutual offers affordable coverage that can help pay for cleanings and unexpected or expensive procedures you might need, like crowns or dentures. This is real dental insurance, not just a discount plan or for checkups only. There are no deductibles, and there's no annual maximum. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Call or go online today for a free information kit from Physicians Mutual. Get the dental care you need to help you stay healthy. For your free information kit with all the details, call us now or go to sendinfokit.com.
RHD Plumbing presents their Titletown Winter Getaway Contest. Win a 2-night stay in Green Bay's Titletown, including food, drink, and entertainment gift cards. Visit the contest page on channel3000.com and enter today.
Chevy is taking people lots of places this holiday.
We're going sledding.
We're going to find the perfect tree.
We're going to Nana.
Let your Chevy dealer take you there with Chevy Red Tags, where the price you see is the price you pay.
Happy holidays from Chevy.
Find new places, find new roads. Or find your red tag and you may qualify for $500 bonus cash on all Silverado Crew Cab pickups. That's on top of most other offers. New models are arriving weekly. Secure yours today. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Embrace winter with a cabin getaway. Madison Magazine takes you on a tour of amazing Wisconsin rentals. From rustic to whimsical, high-end to historic, your snowy escape awaits. Check out Madison Magazine online and on newsstands now. Madison Magazine makes holiday gift-giving easy this season. Get 50% off 1- and 2-year subscriptions. Go to store.madisonmagazine.com, enter promo code WINTER2021, and give the gift of Madison Magazine.
Take a look at this. Claire Henderson, a mother of 3 in Manchester, England, has been creating Christmas pranks for her kids for years. This year, no exception. Henderson changes rooms into new worlds by inventing activities for elves for her children. She shared this video, which shows some of this year's ideas, such as filling a bathtub with popcorn and turning a living room floor into lava by covering it in red cellophane. Henderson also wrapped her entire car in cling film. She seems to enjoy the activity as much as her kids do. I think maybe more than her kids.
I think she's having a lot of fun.
She's staying up late, drinking coffee.
Yes, I'm sure it's coffee.
Definitely coffee. Yeah, that's what it is.
Look at this.
As long as the elves are having fun.
Look at that.
This is
do the kids
candy,
clean that
candy
up?
cane, candy corn, and syrup.
And there it all goes onto the floor.
Well, good thing they don't have a dog.
Good for her.
I think it looks fun.
That is fun. We had elves sitting around here today, right?
We did. I think
you
there
find
were 2
any?
or 3 of them.
There are elves around?
We had a holiday party.
Read your email.
Well, I'm sorry. I was busy. I don't know.
You were at work. He was out doing.
We don't know. But we
Nobody
were looking.
does.
There were elves around.
If you find them, you could win like a gift card.
I think so. I think most of us were just in the holiday lounge getting snacks and treats.
Well, there's not one under there.
I'll go look later. I'll let you handle the forecast. I'm going to go in at elf hunts, okay?
Sounds good. All right. How is the forecast?
A little dry right now, unfortunately. For the next few days, we might see some rain showers for Christmas Eve, but not really optimistic about our white Christmas chances. We'll take a look at a full forecast right after the break.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
When you need a paint to fit your lifestyle, Menards has got you covered. From protecting against this, or covering this, to refinishing this, we have a paint for you. You also need it in this color? Or even this color? We can do that. Stop in and talk to one of our paint professionals to make your colors come to life.
Welcome to the lifestyles of the smart and savvy. Today, the Coopers are a cost-conscious couple. But back in the day, not so much. Now, saving is more their style, which is why they chose Consumer Cellular. They get the same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Imagine talk, text, and data starting at $20 a month. And award-winning customer service. Switch to Consumer Cellular today and get $100.
Bye, Mom. Sometimes you just gotta do what's in your heart to put some joy out there. When the world needs a little bit of love, give it love. It's about caring for others and for those who care for others, because everyone should know, no matter who they are, just how much they matter. Be happy, be healthy, be kind. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Sound to me like that whipping man with the ball. You don't have that for ball.
Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm coming through. It's Big Snoop Dogg with the red, white, and blue. Yes, indeed. You know we don't fake. Globetrotters coming with the Harlem Shake. We get to it and do it. Get things right. Shooting them hoops and making baskets all right.
Don't miss the Globetrotters in Madison on January 2nd. Go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Welcome back. It's a little cloudy outside. Now, we did see a few pockets of sunshine coming through this afternoon, but now we're seeing that cloud coverage kind of build back in for us after what was a cloudy start to the day. Right now, this cloud coverage associated with a quick little system passing overhead, bringing some light snow mainly to northern Wisconsin. As you can see, parts of the UP and Michigan right now seeing some light snow pass through. We did have light flurries really north of the Dells, and now once this all swings through, we'll get back to a little more sunshine for tomorrow. Some of that light snow is getting picked up on our Doppler track, but just not seeing really that opportunity for anything measurable to get down to us over the next few days. I know that's what everyone just keeps asking. Mark and I were just talking about it. When was the last time we actually had snow on the ground for us on Christmas Day? And we'll take a look at that in just a second, but I just don't know that this year will be the year that we break the stretch for us. Again, we do have some cloud coverage overhead right now. Temperatures overnight dropping down to the low teens, so a chilly start to our Wednesday morning. In the afternoon, plan on high temperatures in the upper 20s yet again, so another cool day, but the warmer weather really builds in for us for Thursday and for Friday. Thursday, we start off in the upper 20s, and then in the afternoon, those high temperatures near 40 degrees for us for Thursday. The same goes as we look ahead to Christmas Eve on Friday. So we look back over the last 10 years. Last year, we just had some trace amounts on the ground. Nothing on the ground in 2019. Trace amounts in 2018. Measurable snowfall on the ground in 2017. We had an inch on the ground in Madison. This is official numbers for Madison. We look back to 2013 and 2012. Certainly significant snow on the ground, but it's been a minute since we've had, again, measurable snowfall on the ground. And right now, as we look ahead to the next few days, it just doesn't seem likely to have that coming through for us for Christmas Day, which is good news for travel. I know a lot of folks on the road are trying to get into the air, and we really don't want Mother Nature adding any hiccups to the mix for that. But it would be nice to possibly have just a little bit of a dusting for Christmas Day. I'll definitely admit to that. Temperatures tomorrow, the upper 20s, a partly sunny sky, seasonably cold outside. Possibly seeing some flurries for us Wednesday into Thursday. Showers expected on Friday. And then as we head into Christmas Day, that rain transitioning over to some light snowfall before it comes to an end. But at that point, remember, the ground pretty saturated from that rain coming through. Temperatures for Saturday afternoon expected to land in the middle 30s for us for those afternoon highs and stay in the middle 30s as we look ahead to Sunday. Sunday brings us that chance for a little bit of mixed precipitation just right after Christmas. And next week, we look ahead to the final week of December. Some flurry chances mixed in, but not expecting that measurable snowfall chance for the start of the week. And temperature-wise, seasonably cold, heading all the way to New Year's Eve. We'll wrap up and put a bow on 2021 as we look ahead to next Friday. I know what happened. I know.
Yeah, put a bow and get it out of here.
Yeah.
Get it out of here. 2022, here we come.
Yeah, that's what we said last year, didn't we?
I know.
It's a never-ending cycle at this point.
Don't jinx us, guys.
I think life has jinxed us.
It looks pretty good for travel, though. That's for sure.
Yes.
All right, Dana, thank you. Well, Angie Horkham from the Wisconsin Beef Council is here, and she says, make beef the center of your holiday celebration this year.
Hey there, Angie.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
I'm good. I've got two awesome roasts here I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Perfect for a holiday celebration. Of course, rib roast is the king of the table here in Wisconsin. We've talked about that before. But I have a tenderloin roast recipe I wanted to feature. And also, I have a beef sirloin tip roast, which is a very economical cut. So maybe if you're on a little bit smaller budget this year, there are plenty of beef roasts out there in the case that fit that bill that still make a great holiday meal. But first, to talk about this tenderloin recipe I made, I actually used my cast iron pan, and I got it really hot on the stovetop, almost to the smoke point, with some extra virgin olive oil. And I just did kosher salt and black pepper in my tenderloin, and I seared it. So about a minute on each side, kind of rolled it. Spent about 5 minutes doing that. Then when that was done and I had all the sides seared up, I put in a couple sprigs of fresh rosemary and fresh thyme just for some flavor. Then I popped my pan in the oven, and I made a 2-pound select tenderloin. And literally after searing it in the oven, it took about less than 30 minutes.
Wow.
So use your oven-safe meat thermometer. I brought it out at 135 degrees internal temperature, and then I let it sit with some foil on it about 10-15 minutes, and it raised in temperature to about 145, which is that nice kind of pink medium rare temperature, if you like that. Otherwise, let it go a little longer and get your thermometer up to 150 and leave it in. Then, of course, let it rest, and then that temperature will rise to 160. So I'm just going to plate this up, finish it with a little more kosher salt, black pepper, and then the recipe on the internet has a cranberry compote with balsamic vinegar, cranberry balsamic compote that you can kind of make while your tenderloin's in the oven. It takes about 15-20 minutes, and serve that with it, and then your other traditional family favorite side dishes. And then the sirloin tip roast is on the internet too, and this has just got some dried thyme and pepper on it. I baked it in the oven at 325 degrees in a roasting pan, a rack with that same oven-safe meat thermometer, kind of like you do the tenderloin and the prime ribs traditionally. And then it's got an awesome side dish with some roasted onions and pears in a wild rice. So beeftips.com is the Wisconsin Beef Council website. Go right there, click on the homepage, Beef Up the Holidays, and we've got everything you need to know kind of in one location for you to help you make a great holiday meal with all these different cuts, all these different recipes, side dishes, sauces, rubs. Everything's there on beeftips.com.
All right, and it's only Tuesday. Download it now. You got plenty of time to shop and get it on the table for Christmas.
You're all set.
Definitely, and you know what? I would call ahead too. Good point, Mark. Call ahead maybe and just tell your supermarket where you shop or your meat market what you're looking for and have them reserve one. You know, that makes it a little less stressful this time of year, and that's what we all need.
Absolutely. Well, have a great Merry Christmas, Angie. We'll see you soon.
You too. Merry Christmas.
All right, coming up next, the best gift baskets to give this holiday.
And then at 5, continued in-depth coverage of the COVID surge in our area and the bottleneck it's causing at our hospitals.
This year, don't just get ready, get holiday ready. And the only place to start is at your local Ford dealer. Get the Ford SUV that's perfect for your family's holiday traditions. Ford Explorer, Escape, or Bronco Sport with our best offers of the season. Inventory is arriving daily, so see your Ford dealer today and get holiday ready. Now get a Ford Edge with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,500 bonus cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
This is Connie Ryan of Ryan Funeral Homes. While things have changed, it's still necessary for families to stay connected. And when it comes to the loss of a loved one, it's important to process and grieve and honor your loved one in a way that keeps everyone safe. We're doing this through intimate services and private virtual streaming so your family can be part of the service no matter where they are. Ryan Funeral Homes are here with your safety in mind and compassionate care in your time of need.
A great night's sleep starts on a new mattress from Steinhoffels. Right now, get a Beauty Rest Queen mattress for the price of a twin. Or upgrade to a Beauty Rest Harmony Luxe or Beauty Rest Black and get a free Beauty Rest weighted blanket. Queen mattresses start at just $12.99. Plus, get $300 in Steinhoffels cash with a Beauty Rest Black mattress. And with Steinhoffels free delivery and 120-night sleep guarantee, you can't make a mistake. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
Your heart is at the heart of everything you do. And if you have heart failure, entrust your heart to Entresto. It's the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. Entresto is proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart, so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. And with a healthier heart, there's no telling where life may take you. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure. Entrust your heart to Entresto.
Tonight at 5, rapid COVID tests are selling fast, so who has them? We're checking on the availability right now in our area and what you can expect to pay if you do get your hands on one. That's at 5.
Are you leaving home for the Christmas holidays? I'll be taking a look at the weather around the country if you're traveling before and during Christmas.
Then at 6, we have continued in-depth coverage of the COVID surge in our area and the bottleneck it's causing at our hospitals. We'll see you tonight at 6.
Was it worth sending a gift basket sight unseen this holiday season? Well, it's what you see online will actually be what the person receives. That's the big question.
Yeah, you never know. And to find out if the one you ordered is worth giving, Consumer Reports ordered 25 gift baskets from 5 popular companies. Leah Linscheid has the results.
Gift baskets can be easy to give and fun to receive. But there's often some uncertainty about whether the lovely goodies you order will be what your recipient gets. Consumer Reports wanted to find out. Some of its staffers evaluated the experience of ordering and receiving gift baskets costing about $100. The baskets were chosen from 5 companies: Gourmet Gift Baskets, Harry and David, Knack, Mouth, and Olive & Coco. Senders and recipients documented their experiences.
We found a wide variety of foods, such as specialty pasta, premium sauces, chocolate delights, and high-end breakfast goodies.
2 companies, Mouth and Knack, give the option to create a custom basket, and Knack and Gourmet Gift Baskets cater not just to food choice, but to ethos.
The gift message itself mentioned that all of the items are made by women-owned businesses, and to me that just makes it extra special.
Olive & Coco's wares come in a wooden box. Harry and David sent one order in this small trunk.
Really kind of cool, certainly reusable.
What if something in your order does go wrong? Harry and David was having a bad pear day. 3 of the 4 gift baskets CR ordered arrived with bruised pears.
As you can see, the pears, there were 9 of them, came in damaged.
When contacted, Harry and David promptly sent replacement pears, and one person who requested chocolate instead received it the following day. In the end, Mouth made the senders and receivers happy, citing the ability to create your own gift for the recipient. Knack was favored for their high-quality offerings at a range of prices. But some senders grumbled about spending $10 extra for the non-optional packaging, though the gift receivers appreciated the presentation. For News 3 Now, this is Leah Linscheid. Happy holidays!
I always say I'm going to do a gift basket, and then we get to December 23rd, and I just get gift cards.
Maybe a little late at this point.
Well, there's always next year, right?
So if what you see is what you get, none of the gifts arrived looking exactly like the highly styled web images, but nearly all the senders thought that was delivered closely matched, and there were a few substitutions. So,
so that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right.
Well, still to come at 4, it's another holiday season under the shadow of COVID.
So should you adjust your holiday plans now that Omicron is spreading quickly across the country? Well, we'll get some advice from UW's Dr. Jeff Pothoff when Live at 4 continues.
Herzing University empowers you to earn the skills you need for all kinds of healthcare careers. Right now, we'll even waive your enrollment fee. Your nation needs healthcare workers. Join the movement at Herzing University. Call or click today.
The holidays are doubly important this year, so make your celebrations doubly special with our award-winning cave-aged Maurice cheese. Pick and save. Hey, you're right, we can't stop now. Let's take the special up a level with fresh, never frozen prime beef. Still not special enough? Add some surf to that turf with our sustainably caught seafood. Turn your taste buds up to 11 and have a doubly special holiday with Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get $100 on every new line. Call or go online.
It's time to spread game. The Harlem Globetrotters are coming with an all-new tour. 4 quarters of big plays, ankle-breaking moves, and ball-handling wizardry. Do they dunk? Do they dunk? See the stars rattle the rim in the all-new in-game dunk contest. This is the team everyone can cheer for. The Spread Game Tour is coming. Don't miss the Globetrotters playing in Madison on January 2nd. Go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need, and we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Women are living longer than ever before with Kisqali when taken with an aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant in postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus an aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
If a nurse is what you want to be, let Herzing University make it possible in lots of different ways. We'll even waive your enrollment fee. Be exactly the nurse you want to be. I'm possible at Herzing. Call or click today.
A few delays for us this evening eastbound on the Beltline, but westbound things aren't looking too bad for us right now. Eastbound down to about 24 miles per hour between Fish Hatchery Road and John Nolan, and then things do start to pick up a little more once you get through the John Nolan exit for downtown Janesville. No delays this evening, and the interstate actually looks good through Rock County and Dane County north and southbound. From the Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes. Middleton to Sauk City at 17 minutes, and downtown to Sun Prairie, a 19-minute drive for us this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Jana, thank you. A collector in Peru has filled her home with nativity scenes. It's the largest collection in the country. Miriam Valencia has been collecting nativity scenes for 30 years and fills her home with 340 different scenes. The display also includes a scene made from disposable masks and COVID-19 hospital, meant to represent the challenging realities of the pandemic in the South American country. And speaking of COVID and the holidays, should the new threat of Omicron affect your holiday plans?
Back from vacation and joining us today is UW Health's Chief Quality Officer, Dr. Jeff Potoff. Welcome back.
Welcome back. We both made it back.
We made it back. Well, here we are again, another holiday season overshadowed by COVID. So what is your advice as people are, traveling for the holidays?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of things here. So if you're fully vaccinated and you're boosted, your likelihood of giving COVID-19, even Omicron variant, is lower. There could still be breakthrough cases. You may want to do a rapid test before that holiday gathering or right before travel, just to make sure you're not asymptomatically carrying it. And if you're severely immunocompromised, you have risk. If you were to get COVID-19, you might want to make that virtual. If you're unvaccinated, no, the risk right now is really high. We have a lot of COVID in the community. Omicron is coming fast. There's really not a safe way to gather if you're unvaccinated, especially if you're going to have a meal, take that mask off. That really needs to go virtual this year.
We reported at the top of the show, though, there's a scarcity of the rapid tests. They're hard to come by right now.
I know. I was talking to my wife, trying to figure out how to get our tests before Christmas dinner, and apparently it is hard to get. It sounds like the Biden administration wants to make these available, but right now having them available would be pretty convenient versus later in January.
All right. When we look back to, last year, what is and it kind of feels like we're in the same place, a few differences, but what is the hope that people can have when we compare this year to last year?
Yeah, I mean, it does sound bad right now, and it's not great, but compared to last year, we have a lot more tools. We aren't having a shortage of supplies or anything like that. No one's particularly worried about ventilators right now, at least not here in Wisconsin. We have treatments that are more effective, monoclonal antibodies. We've some of these oral medications that we can use against COVID right now. And the big thing is vaccination. As much as we talk about the folks who haven't been vaccinated, there's over 200 million people in the country who are vaccinated. And even though they're more susceptible to breakthrough cases at this point, they're likely not to get that ill. They're not going to end up in the hospital dying of COVID at the same rate as unvaccinated folks are. So compared to before, we're in a better place.
Yeah, a year ago, the vaccine had just started.
Just started, yep.
And now it's a different story. I mean, the face of COVID, March 2020, is a lot different than it is right now.
Yeah, March 2020, we didn't know what we were dealing with. We didn't know how contagious it was, how sick would people get. We didn't have the equipment and the supplies we needed to effectively protect people. We were still learning what we needed to do to provide safe care, what kind of mitigation strategies need to be in. Early on, it was like mask or no mask. You probably remember those debates. We've come a long way since then.
A lot of the symptoms from from people who are vaccinated and boosted, very mild, resemble a cold. So how can you tell? Is there just, the surefire way to tell cold or COVID?
No way. In fact, you can't really tell early on the difference between COVID influenza, or just a common cold, they would have similar symptoms. You'd really have to get a test to get that figured out. You know, just kind of guessing, it won't work. It could be any of those three.
A test is the only way to find out.
Test is the only way to know.
How are we doing in the hospital right now?
You know, I wish I had good news for you, but hospitals are really full right now, and everyone's being creative about how to, you know, create room and move staffing around. But I am a little bit worried. You know, we have Christmas coming with a lot of travel. We have influenza that's starting to heat up, and we don't have very many more cards to play before we're in a bad spot for hospitals. So everyone needs to be careful. Hopefully folks can do what they need to do to stay safe and not get sick, because the state of healthcare here in Wisconsin, around the country, it's not looking good right now.
And most of the people getting hospitalized are unvaccinated.
Absolutely. You know, it's hard for us to see this as healthcare workers because we see someone who can't breathe, and we know it's preventable. And then it weighs on us that there could be other people who did get vaccinated, they did get boosted, but they still can't get in the hospital because there just are no beds. It's not just something that affects COVID folks who are unvaccinated.
Yeah, that seems to be a key takeaway. Not only are healthcare workers overwhelmed yet again, but other people who need other types of care are impacted as well.
Yeah, the circumstances really just aren't that great right now for healthcare. They're, you know, doing everything they can to take care of as many people as they can, but the deck's stacked against us.
And before COVID, I mean, thousands of people were hospitalized with the flu.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're worried about. Last year, if you remember, we didn't really have a
100 cases, I think.
Yeah, and this year I've diagnosed a few myself already. I think we're going to see more cases. Hopefully not as many as what we saw in, say, like 2019 or so, but, you know, usually there'd be a few thousand people hospitalized with influenza. You know, that just adds on to an overwhelmed healthcare system right now.
Yeah. And then you touched on it earlier, but President Biden announcing plans to send out those tests to people. Do you think eliminating that price factor and giving better access to those types of tests, will those make a difference?
I think those two things can help. I mean, the tests themselves aren't overly expensive, but they're hard to come by. So probably the biggest thing is just access. And then what I think you'd want to see is individuals saying, you know what, I'm going to do something, but let me just take this 5-minute test to just make sure I'm not positive. And if a lot of folks do that, folks that are unexpectedly positive, well, they'll stay home and we won't have as rapid a spread. So I do think it's a good idea to have more available testing that's easy and fast.
And get a shot for Christmas. How's that?
You know, a booster for Christmas would be a wonderful gift to yourself.
Gift. Well, have a Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Same to you.
We'll see you next week.
See you guys later.
Yeah, happy holidays.
We'll have a final check of your weather coming up.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and
Guys, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction, Peak Performance for Men has a natural solution that can help you today. That's right. Stop wasting money on pills and inferior technology that hurts and just masks your ED. Fix it for good. The best part, our ED treatment is non-invasive, painless, and you can get back to your natural functionability after just a few short in-office sessions. Call us today and mention this ad, and your initial consultation is free. We are Madison's trusted specialist and only national erectile dysfunction provider. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
I was thinking maybe
your mom's car.
Merry Christmas, Dad.
I'm Express is the only place where you can count on same-day service. Thanks to our local labs, shop our huge selection and get quality glasses at a price you'll love. And see better today. Right glasses, right price, right now.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
It's been just a mad scramble every day to keep them around.
Rapid COVID tests are selling fast, so who has them? We're checking on the availability in our area right now and what you can expect to pay if you get your hands on one. That's tonight on News 3 Now at 5.
Last Friday, you helped make our tornado relief telethon a success. You donated over $75,000 to our neighbors to the south. From the bottom of my heart, the American Red Cross, and from all of us here at News 3 Now, we say thank you.
cloudy sky overhead right now. Temperature-wise in the upper 20s for most of the area. A little breezy right now, though. Wind speeds mid to low teens. Now, as we look ahead to the next few days, a bit of a dry stretch for us. Good travel conditions, but not a lot of moisture expected to build in. Overnight, temperatures will fall to the low teens for Wednesday and plan on another day, Wednesday afternoon, with high temperatures landing in the upper 20s. Gary will have a closer look during the 5 at your full Christmas Eve and Christmas Day forecast.
Shortest day of the year.
Shortest day of the year.
Oh, your mic's gone. All right. Thank you, Dana. Tomorrow Live at 4, we'll meet the author of a book that chronicles the best chefs in Madison's history.
And it's the sounds of the season as Christmas is fast approaching. Jared Stelmacher from Good Shepherd Lutheran Church is at the piano.
This might look like a cliffhanger, but this is the Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 14 models.
Better bring that home for the holidays.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there's now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
Celebrating the people you love, mixing up smiles, making each day brighter than the last. At Alliant Energy, we bring more clean, renewable energy to our customers every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power, we're thinking about each other. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Hello, I'm Roman Ryan of Ryan Funeral Homes. As a locally owned and operated funeral home, it's important to know that not all funeral homes are the same. Some other Madison area funeral homes are actually owned by corporations based outside of the United States. A corporately owned funeral home is focused on the bottom line, making services more costly. We have served local families for more than 80 years, and our priority is investing in the community and your family. In your time of need, Ryan Funeral Homes are here for you.
This might look like a cliffhanger, but this is the Nissan sales event ad.
Save up to $42.62 on select models.
Better bring that home for the holidays.
In today's Final Touch, we head to Beverly Hills to check out the season's holiday decor trends.
Well, this year it's everything from ultra luxe, sparkling glitz, over-the-top glam to 80s disco chic, retro, and nostalgia. Now, forget tradition. Tracking center stage this Christmas is the color black. Black trees and lots of metallic silver add a little bit of sparkle. Trending are black wreaths, black ornaments, and, yeah, you guessed it, black feathers.
How festive.
Oh, I know.